appreciated that. So let's give some. I'm going to begin with a haiku prayer for a young Pakistani girl, Malala Yousafzai. And she was targeted for being a student while being a girl. And it's a prayer for her recovery, but it's a prayer for all of us. Breakfast, then school, then shots burn the hijab. She is teaching peace studies. Yeah, they're short. I'm going to conclude with a poem that is dedicated to the Victor Martinez People's Library in Oakland, California, and to the Free University movement all across the country committed to the exercise of peace studies that blossomed in the wake of the occupations last year. This piece was written the day of the raid of Liberty Plaza, and it's called Love Letter, November 15. Books gone, shelter gone. I've been screaming out a key all day for you to cover the promise hole in the wall with a horizontal picture or something that looks like joy. I've been waiting. The sunrise again on a failed paradigm. This stare too far into space for too long to remember the name of this city. Here is a hammer. Here is a bulb. A number of things can happen, like building in light, killing in darkness, or touching each other during our magic hour. I trade news links through militarized play space to keep witnessing fresh, to stay out of the back catalog while looking to not be abandoned. Take a sip of war commodity from my bottle when you get here. I know you get thirsty. You might taste traces of blood, but this is what I have to offer. The sound you might hear is quiet running, counter to anticipations, seizing on conservation, as if shorter showers matter. Pardon my reach to be respirited, filching a cup of memory as memory. Are you there? This company's the worst. The trapdoor spider's prey lines up in the web in perfect single file. I hate them. And I'm not talking about the spiders. Feed on a symbol if it's helpful. This phone has hit the wall. It still works as a transmitter. Call me. Where does the exile end and the life begin? Your now is 3 hours before my now, and your now is 6 hours after my now, and where in this hell is our future, but so far ahead it'll be unrecognizable upon arrival. Not to get all necrocentric, but there's no contradiction between the love of flowers and the hatred of floral wallpaper. This was real. This is real, since nothing can be destroyed even when pushed into fire. I take the cremains to the risk and disaster studies section, to poetry, of course, to the bridge between the smart side of the river and mine, to the cafe for conversation. Part funeral, part miracle. The miracle can no longer be buried. There is a difference between death by despot and natural death, but neither's truly painless. Pretending there is no loss foretells more loss than I could ever shoulder. I've waited so long. Living through catastrophe due to no fault of our own, we feel around in this blackout for everything unseen. Yes, we're engaged. No, we never dated. I swear it's really not that weird. Before I woke, I banged piano out in a field, the flood-rotten shed in the distance. I composed for you with ham and wire. It sounded good at the time. So what if it came out sloppy? It was peace be with you, sang so far away from church. That was nice, but we are awake now. Captured while viewers haven't discovered that craters seen from a distance render these wounds less than their actual size. I despise missionaries in their boring positions. I'm tired of lying on my back just so I can be taken. This interest rate, this jobless stat, this market demographic has gotten up to stay human. I have almost died again to prove I am a person. The library starts over. You are what I've waited for, and finally, we're here.